coffee. I've been gone for like 2 hours. I don't even know what time it is. 2 hours at the doctor's, because even though I'm gonna tell you how they do, and still you're there forever. But the first thing I want to tell you, some of you already know, but this is the most important thing that's on my mind right now. We know what's going on in the world. More importantly, in the United States. We know. Okay? And we know that truckers are being targeted. My husband is a trucker, and he runs at night. He had an extra run last night to Virginia. That's normally where he goes on Sunday. When he gets extra run, it's to Virginia. And I saw an article that showed what was going on, with these people and the truckers. And I texted him. I said, stay alert. They're targeting truckers. Well, overnight, whatever time it was, he texted back and said his truck was hit twice, but he was okay and he would tell me later. So I sat here the rest of the night and morning until he got home. What happened? He goes interstate, and their terminals are in major cities or right near major cities. And so his terminal is close to Richmond. Well, he was about 10 minutes away, and he was on this stretch of interstate that he said is just pitch black and nothing but woods on both sides. He's just going down. There's Sebastian. I'm going to have to finish this. Okay, so we're going to finish in here because RJ's like, you don't mind if I borrow the shop vac, do you? I'm like, no, and he's out under the tree in the shade, so it'd be too loud. Sebastian's going to help him and then give me time to finish this. So what I was saying was it was probably good because it give me a minute to refocus. So he's going on that stretch of highway, pitch black, woods on both sides, and he's pulling a set of pups, which is 2 trailers. If you see him going down the road and there's 2 trailers back, on the back, that's a set of pups or a set of twins. So that's important to know that when he saw whatever the object was, he said he saw it come in front of his headlights, and then it hit the windshield down at the bottom left, right there where he's driving. That's his side. It could have very easily come right through the windshield and killed him. These people were hiding in the woods, coming out and throwing this stuff at these truckers, okay? The reason why it's important that he was driving a set of pups is he couldn't swerve because he would most likely flip one of them and then the whole rig would just go. Because that's what happens. When you see, I'll give you this little bit of advice because it makes me nervous. When you're out on the interstate and you see a set of pups, if you can't help it, there's going to be some of this. But if it starts going like that, I don't drive around them just because I've worked in the trucking industry since the early 90s. And with David, that's all he's ever done. So I just know I don't drive around them. Nothing against the truckers. It's just they're... Hold on.
I can see the bee outside.
You can see the bee?
I can smack him in the face.
I'll smack him in the face. I sure will.
Yeah. Can you come outside where he's...
I'll come out there in just a minute.
Okay.
There was a big wasp out there, and I was getting it. He said, "You gonna smack him to the ground?" I said, "I'm gonna smack him to the ground." He said, "We're gonna smush him." I said, "We're gonna smush him." Well, then he was going down there with his daddy, and he said, "There's the bee, Momo. There's the bee." So I go over and look. I said, "Where's the bee?" "Right there's the bee." And I look. I said, "Lord, that is a fly." He said, "Smack him in the face." I said, "I'll smack him in the face." So he either saw a bee or he saw a fly. Not sure. But he come to let me know, and we're going to get it. Anyway, so that... I would say that it's nothing against the trucker that's driving it. I'm just saying they make me nervous. Just because I know how dangerous they are. They're dangerous. Well, truck driving's dangerous. Anyway, so he did not pull over. He did not stop. No, and his work had already warned them, all this is going on with the trucks. You don't care about that truck. You just keep getting it. You don't stop. You don't get out. You just go. So when you see these truckers and people attacking them and they go, they're saving their own life because they just are. He gets to his terminal, does his trailer, switches out the whole nine. He comes back the same way, heading back this way, and the exact same spot on the other side of the road, coming back south, and he hears a big thud on the roof of his truck, on the roof. Out of nowhere, they threw something and it hit the roof of his truck. He kept getting it, didn't stop, didn't get out. Went down his 10 miles or whatever to a truck stop and, called his company and told them, it happened again. So, I don't know what's going on in this world, but it's personal. When you attack my husband, and he is the hardest working man that I know and has never hurt anybody intentionally in his life, and you're just going to be like a coward and hide in the woods and assault his truck, not a thought. I'm not going to get all like that here, but I just wanted to let you know, this is real. It's not just on TV. It is just not a news story on Facebook. This has happened to real people and real families. So, that was last night. That the most important thing that's been on my mind. Then today I had my daughter's appointment. She took blood, I give her all my symptoms. Hold on. Go ahead. Holly. Grand Central. So I give her all my symptoms and everything. I've got a referral to an endocrinologist. I've got a referral to the pain clinic because the doctor that retired was managing my pain for me, and this doctor doesn't do that. So her and the surgeon are both going to refer me. And then she referred me to which I didn't know existed, a urogynecologist. Have you ever heard of that? Because I got some bladder issues on top of everything else. Yay! And I got a new drug on top of all those. We'll see if it does any help. And, yeah. We went over all that. And she's definitely checking my thyroid. She explained, how it went and everything. If you have too much or if you don't have enough, she said we might need to bump it up or, whatever we need to do. She said that could very well explain all these symptoms, the dry skin, the losing the hair, the gaining the weight. She said, so we'll see. So I feel good about that. But even still, I'm going to see an endocrinologist at some point. So that was that. And I went to the post office because my informed delivery said I had a package delivered. And it's the one that comes from the post office box because I have one that comes to the house too. Well, I got there and there wasn't a key or a note in my box. I'm like, well, maybe they sent two for my house. So I come home and nothing's been delivered here. So, I don't know. I got a package somewhere. Don't know where. But, I was going to... one of the things I was going to tell you. So RJ called me, this is Monday, he called me yesterday morning. This is pretty early too, real early. About 8 o'clock, that's real early for him. But he's got Sebastian, so. He's like, I just couldn't type all this, I had to call and tell you in person. He goes, when Sebastian's over there, does he come straight to you when he wakes up? I said, yeah, he comes straight in here to my chair and says, he woke up. He woke up. So, yeah, he goes, well, he normally does here too, except for this morning. I'm like, oh my God, what? He said, he'll come in there and he'll say, can I sleep with you, Daddy? This is in the morning, not at night. He sleeps in his own room. But when he's up in the morning, he wants to get in the bed. And he's like, yeah, come on. He goes, well, there's cats in the way. RJ has 3 cats. One of them, they are mortal enemies. Him and Sebastian, the girl cat and Sebastian are mortal enemies. They hate each other. She hates him and he's scared of her. He pesters them, they scratch him. RJ said, if he even looks at her direction, she growls at him. So he couldn't go past the cats. RJ said, well, just walk around them, you're all right. So he said he got on the bed and he said I was still groggy and I was like, I smelled something. he said, and the closer he got to me, I was like, oh my God. He said it was a wall of Fabuloso. Y'all know that cleaner? Y'all know how fragrant that stuff is? He said, Sebastian, what have you done? He said, I cleaning, Daddy. I cleaning. RJ said he bolted out of bed. He went in there. Sebastian had got up, went under the cabinet where the cleaning stuff was. He said, I know he went through it all because it was out of that cabinet into another cabinet where he had put it all in a different cabinet. And he keeps the Fabuloso in a spray bottle. He said he went around and sprayed the entire house. He sprayed his big TV, which is one of those big 4G nice TVs, their computer monitors, the remote control. He told RJ, he said, I sprayed the cats. He said, and one of them is Damien. He said, I sprayed River and Diva. Said, but I didn't spray Damien because he's a sloth. We can't figure out, first of all, what he knows about a sloth. And if he was a sloth, he should have been slow and got sprayed. But he didn't get Damien. So RJ said when he told him, he hadn't got to the living room yet. When he told him, I cleaned your computer, he said, my heart sunk in the pit of my stomach. Because he builds his own computer, so he makes nice ones. Because you can build you can get a nice one when you build it yourself and get all the parts, you know. So he's got a nice computer. He said, my heart sunk to my stomach. Lo and behold, he just sprayed the monitor. I said, well, did he wipe anything? He said, no, he didn't wipe nothing. He just sprayed it all. He said the whole house reeks of Fabuloso. Well, as of yesterday night, his TV would not come on at all. I just asked him a while ago, is your TV still not working? He said, nope, dead as a doornail. So I don't know if it's something that would dry out and work. I don't know, but that's where he's at. He said, I couldn't fuss at him. He said, because he was legit helping, you know, in his little way. He didn't understand what he was doing. He was helping. He was, you know, excited about it. He said, but he did sit still and actually listen to me talk, and he understood, you know, when I explained to him about you can't do that, and, you know, and this will make you sick, it could hurt you, and you come in and get Daddy, you know, when you wake up, the whole 9 yards. So if he does anything like that here, I'm done. I'm done. But RJ said, so he's used to being here all the time, and then RJ's very little. But since RJ's not working, he's got him all the time, and he's here very little. So he said today, he said he is so ready to see you. Said he it's been a long time, hasn't it? Okay, it's one of those. Do y'all ever get these ones that'll ring, and then you'll hear a dial tone, and then it starts doing that beep, 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 like it's a fax machine? We get those all the time. They're so annoying. I just pick it up, hit talk, and off. But if you don't get to it, it will play as long as space you have on your answering machine. But when they pulled up, he had the back window down. And Sebastian, he was looking, and he saw me. He didn't know I was on the porch. And he looked, Momo! He come flying up those stairs. I'm going to tell you what, it don't get no better. It don't get no better than to have that little young'un come flying up to give you a hug. And he was over there, and I said, I missed you. And he come over there. He gives you them head hugs. He put his head on me. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think that was all I wanted to update you on what happened to my husband. And that I did get my doctor down. And then Sebastian's cleaning story. Oh, I will tell you this. I made, I'm going to tell you what RJ did too. I forgot. I made that chicken tamale pie. I didn't like it enough to share it. I mean, we ate it. We didn't throw it away, but it wasn't nothing I would make again. You might could tweak it a little bit, but so I didn't bring that. I filmed it, but I'm not gonna do anything with it. But I asked RJ when he called me and he said what he said. I'm like, Did he climb up there and turn the water on in the sink? He said, no, it wasn't that bad. So what RJ did when we lived in our trailer, he was 4 maybe, something like that. 5? No, he was not 5 because he would have known better. 3, maybe 3. I got up. The way it was set was, it was split bedroom. So it was like our bedroom, the little back door laundry room, the kitchen, the living room, the little bathroom, and RJ's room. So I got up and I come through the hall and I'm stepping. I'm like, what in the... I get on to the kitchen. I'm going to tell you what, water, I got my coffee. Water was standing that deep. I ain't lying to you. The kitchen was flooded. The sink was running. We were on well water. So it's a wonder it didn't drain that well dry. I had left stuff in the sink. The plug was in. He got up there to wash his hands and just do something with the water. In the middle of the night, he was up plundering. He did that a lot. He got up and plundered, turned the water on, and left the water on so it filled the sink up and run over all night long. It went through the wall. Our closet butted up against the kitchen wall. All the way up the wall, it was soaked, and it was sheetrock walls. They were soaked. Everything in my closet was soaked because it was standing in water. Got up to the carpet in the bedroom. It was a mess. So he said it wasn't that bad. One day I got up and I had made a pie. And he had got hungry. So I come in there, I got up, and there was a pie sitting in the middle of the kitchen floor. Little man, RJ, had got that pie out in the refrigerator and sat down and just dug out the middle of it and just left it in the floor. That's the kind of stuff he did. He was a prankster. He played pranks. He liked to play pranks. One day I'm going to tell you about his pranks. So, I don't know. I'll go in there and I hear Sebastian talking. I'll go out there and see what he's doing. But I'm checking in, and that's pretty much all I know. So, have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.